We're back for another round of Dawntrail. I ran Vanguard again while I was on and off while eating, and got a couple more pieces of gear, so we're a little more geared up. It's 665, so right now Dragoon is the highest class I have. Hi. Didn't quite hit 99, but this, for all I know, this quest might do it. So we'll see. Let's go talk to Sveen. Go talk to Not Garnet. Totally Not Garnet. Tart, Turali, Tart. Spell speed, don't care. As soon as I see piety, spell speed, anything like that, I'm like, don't care. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head to the farm we passed earlier. Yip yeet. Your Yippie's Halo. Or probably just Yippie's Halo. Yippies Halo. We can speak to one of the farmers when we arrive. I guess we're off to Yip Halo. Far be it for me to question why we're looking at a farm when we're trying to figure out how to beat Zeralja, but, you know, I'm anything if not supportive of Oklamat's decisions. It's fine. It'll be fine. Mufasa? Oh, Mahusa. Allow me to introduce you to Mahusa, one of the most experienced farmhands in all Alexandria. She's well versed in myriad farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she has shared with other farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen Sveen, to what do I owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for the interruption. I am come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's all right. So the rumors of visitors from outside were true. We just got here. How are there already rumors? What manner of hosts would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty is also intending to check on things here? You know me too well, Mahusa. I thought to seize the opportunity to see how the farmers fare, and perhaps pepper them with a few questions, though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in the work, too. It would appear we have her permission, so please, walk the grounds to your heart's content. You go on ahead. I'll keep Sveen company. Don't misunderstand. I'm not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? A fair point. But be sure not to let me out of your sight. I shall remain under Woklamat's watchful eye. Pray come find us after you've had your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. Aye. Oh yeah, I meant to check something. Let's see. Let's take a look at Shadowbringers. Yeah, it's typically three major trials, and then four. And then four in the what do you call it? The trial series. And then 8 total. Oh, that's right. This one had, is this the one that had? Yeah, Moria Misera. So yeah, so there will likely be 2 more trials before the end. It's all spaced out very specifically. They have their storytelling, like, patterns. Their patterns and their, pacing. They have it down to, like, a science at this point. Which, in some ways, you could say maybe a bit of a weakness the more they do it, just because if it becomes predictable, that, you know, you could see that as a negative, but at the same time, consistency, as long as they keep kind of a similar pace, they can play with it any way they want. But yeah. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... you wish to know about my job? I tend to the fields mostly, watering crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps. We use them in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix it. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work. But honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. It's fascinating. This will surely come in handy when we fight a godlike lizard man with resurrection powers in his armor. Oh, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site, then. Well, this here's the storehouse, or rather, the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious, and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We even got a few beds down there for emergencies. Emergency naps. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electrope complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job, for instance. I presently am overseeing the storage of harvesting of crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and then they'll find their way down to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what I do. Good for you. Good for you. Was my gain all messed up? Bump the microphone. No, it's bye-bye. Kippa-wee. Kippa-wee. They're saying you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier. That true? So it is. Which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, we're here to observe our work, right? You're here to observe our work. I'm always here to observe my work. As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here at Yip Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off, but a job's a job. Well, I need to get back to it, but it was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. How nice. Well, if what Zeralja has in mind is a farming contest, I think we got him beat. I learned so much about animal husbandry. I see. Don't be so hard on yourself. Anyone would be hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill speaking with the farmers? Yes, I have. Then let us return to Mahusa. Oh, yeah. Smooth sounds of Tulialal jazz. I missed it. Well, what were your impressions of the farm? Yeah, everything's surprisingly normal. I mean, it's just their everyday life. It's nothing like extraordinary to them. Oh, that's comforting to hear. Your words serve to affirm that people do not work with undue strain. Yeah, they seem fine. They're doing okay. And what do you think of our little tour, Lamati? Oh, it's Lamati now to her. What did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others calling you that by name, and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, there's no need for titles and formalities. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. The machines that you use to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. The feeling is understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. That looks like my fucking microphone. It's a system that controls the distribution... the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Acting up, you say? Oh, you needn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often. Put simply, it's taken the water that had a strong electrical charge. It's taken in water that had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures have become charged up with the energy, and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it of the army. We have an army standing right here. We could take care of it if you'd like. That would be most gracious of an offer, but it's much too dangerous. That's funny. That's no trouble for the vow of resolve of Tulialal. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, we want to help. Simple as that. And Kilrath is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us too long. Then very well. I gratefully accept. Please take care. This ought to go even faster if you and I search the lightning charge fields on our own. Good hunting. Oh, there's like literally one right up there. Oh, is this like search spots? Probably. That's my assumption. Oh. Could it be the Thunder Spirit that's the problem? I think it might be the Thunder Spirit. There's one down. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw some Nastrons at him. That should work. Oops, missed that. You really needn't have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you. We truly appreciate this. Indeed, with this, we won't have to ask Zoralja's machines for help. Yeah, about those machines. He's making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Sveen. That's enough, Marius. If you have grievances, I will hear them later, but to speak of the king now... No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folks here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. We have learned nothing of use against Zoralja, other than that the people don't seem to like him. Which, yeah... You couldn't have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never fail to let us know or how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. You seem a good sport, Sveen. That I'll admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. I was gonna do an Iori laugh, but I was about to burp. Anyway, come now. This is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. Now I believe we are done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? Now let's go to see how the textile industry works for the next 3 hours. Now we're 99. Just one more. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts? I dare say your friends will also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. What am I doing? Oh. Now we got a lantern. Do you hear that? No. I don't know what. Oh, something happening? Firefight. They're gonna have the lottery from that short story where they kill someone. Who wins the lottery?
スフェーン様、間もなくです。俺の声が聞こえるかい？
スフェーン様がいらっしゃったわ。
丈夫。みんなここにいるよ。
She's still alive after 30 more years? She was old when we left.
もうグランもさんも。
ん？どうしたの？
おい、それって。私がナミイカに送った腕輪じゃねえか。
ナミイカさんのこと知ってるの？
They just said her name.
知ってるも何も。ナミイカは私が幼い頃から世話になってた乳母だ。
そうだったんだ。ナミイカさん、みんなの話はよく聞いてくれるのに、自分のことはあまり話してくれなくて。
本当にお前なのか？
ドームの出現に巻き込まれていたのね。そしてここで30年の時を過ごした。
ナミイカ、私だ、ウクラマトだ。
残念ながら彼女は高齢でお迎えが近く。
Well, what good are the pucks on your head if they can't bring her back? Why even insert a cybernetic puck on the side of your head?
魂のストックはもうないのかい？
Oh, well, there you go. That's what it's for.
真面目な人だったからね。でももう寿命だろう。
What, does everyone get an allotment of souls that they can use to keep themselves going and power themselves up?
スフェーン様、送迎係が参りました。
ナミイカさん、長い間ありがとね。でもこれはお
Well,
別れじゃない。
yeah, because the soul should be allowed to go back to the ethereal sea. Are you, like, storing them like the fucking Eldar?
あなたの記憶が刻まれている限り、あなたの命は永遠に継承されていく。記憶と命は受け継がれていく。ヨカフイ族の考え方と似ているわね。
Well, I think everyone does. Yeah, they did. As long as you remember someone, they're never gone. That's not like something that the giants came up with.
待て、ナミイカをどこに連れて行くつもりだ？
She's got to be turned into Soylent, clearly.
安心して、塔の中にある医療施設だよ。ここにいたら体が辛いでしょ。
Well, ease her burden with a hammer.
もっと早く迎え入れてあげたかったんだけど、ギリギリまで故郷にいたいっていうナミイカさんの意志を尊重していたの。
ならせめてもう少しそばにいさせてくれ。私にとって本当の母親みたいな人なんだ。頼む。
しばらく二人だけにしてあげて。
Alright, but it'll cost you extra. Good, they're gone. Did you bring the good stuff?
ありがとよ。反応はなかったが、おかげで最後に別れを伝えられた。
最後じゃないよ。
え？
うんうん。それよりみんな私に聞きたいことがあるって顔してる。
I don't think we should gloss over that. Pretty sure we shouldn't be glossing over that. I could be wrong, but I don't think we should be glossing over that. Now we just get right down to it. What the fuck do you do with these people once they're dead?
ああ、まずはみんなと状況を整理させてもらいたい。俺たちがドーム内に入ってから見聞きしたこと、それにこの町で得た情報を合わせても2つの異なる地域が融合してるって点は間違いなさそうだ。
Right.
そして時間の流れのズレもナミイカさんの件があった以上事実としか言いようがない。
Also right.
とすればやはり2つの地域は次元の狭間を越えて混ざり合った可能性が高いだろう。いずれかの共造世界にあったスフェーンの国アレクサンドリアがヤースラニ荒野に転移してきたんだ。
異論はないわ。
問題はその規模の大きさだ。ブルーゲートのような事例はおろか、クリスタルタワーの転移とだって比較にもならない。これはいわば局所的な次元悪解。アシエンたちが冷静に通じて成していた
Oh, yeah.
世界統合だ。
It's like a little mini rejoining. Because, yeah, you're taking a piece of one... Instead of taking the whole reflection and just smushing it into the source, you're just taking a small piece of it. See, I thought it was almost like more like Wormhole, where like two spaces can basically coexist in the same space. But I guess it's kind of, it is what it is. It's just on a much smaller scale than what the Askians are doing with Calamities.
一体どんな技術が使われているんだ。
And what the fuck is the Golden City that it has that kind of power?
ごめんね。私たちにもよくわかってないの。
Fine, I'll find a way to summon Emmett Selk. He can explain it all to you.
初耳だし、
He's good at it.
時間のズレについても本当に知らなかったんだ。
He had a very good presentation in the Crystal Tower on the
私た
subject.
ちははるか昔から障壁の中で生きてきた。それが突然こんなことになって。はるか昔から障壁は
Wait, so they were always under a barrier?
じゃないの？数百年前、私たちの大陸では
Oh,
大き
wait.
な影響を与えるほどの大災害
Hold
が
up.
発
Was
生
it-
したの。
So, is this not one of the shards that got cut? Because I was thinking there's like, like about half of the shards have not been calamitied yet. That's what I was assuming we were connecting to with the Golden City. Is that not the case? Is this a shard that was calamitied but had some holdouts, kind of like the Void?
その環境汚染から身を守るために障壁が張られたんだ。
Which calamity was it?
なるほど。誰がどんな技術を使って成し遂げたのかはわからないけれど、もともとあった障壁ごと
Huh.
こちらに転移してきたわけね。
つまりアレクサンドリアがトラル大陸に渡ってきたこと自体スフェーンの望みじゃねえんだな。
Are there? Oh, good God. Could this be like? Is Alexander? Is Alex? No, because they did have the technology. Oh God. Now I've gone cross-eyed. So they did get calamity'd.
そうだ。少し時間をくれれば君たちをエバーキープ、あっちに見えてる塔に入れるようにするよ。私の客人として機関システムに登録すれば居住区があるステーション内には入れるはず。そう
Yes.
すればもう少しこの国のことがわかるでしょ。
Finally, we can see what the fuck this is. See, I thought that was gonna be behind the gate. No, apparently it's in the tower.
ゾラージャ王のいるところまで直接ご案内ってわけにはいかないんだけど。
Yeah, I would assume.
そこまでしてくれるんだ。お前がゾラージャと敵対してるってのは嘘じゃねえんだろ。けど仲が悪いのといなくていいのは別問題だ。私の目的はゾラージャを撃つこと。共に国を治める立場として、お前は本当にいいのかよ。
Because if you're not, we can just take you too. I mean, he'd die in one way or another.
どうかな。でもこれだけは言えるよ。私はどんなことをしてでも大切な国民たちを守りたい。そのためにできることは何でもする。それこそ国を治める王様だからね。それじゃあ早速登録してくるよ。少し時間を置いてからエバーキープの入り口に行ってみて。そうそう、君のお母さんカフキワさんのことだけど、アウトスカーツの東にあるサンダーヤードの方に行ってごらん。
サンダーヤード、そこにお袋がいるのか。
私に言えるのはここまで。大丈夫、行けばわかると思うよ。
What is it with this expansion and people knowing where family members are and then not being at liberty to tell us where the family member is? Galuf? I can't tell you that. I know where he is, but I can't tell you. Your mom? I know where she is, but I can't tell you.
So それじゃエバーキープに入れるようになるまでサンダーヤードとやらに行ってみるか。
This is like sleeper agent, like
さっきは
Puck
私のわ
disactivated.
がままを聞いてくれてありがとな。それからこの30年ナミーカによくしてくれたことも礼を言わせてくれ。
ナミーカ？一体誰のことを言っているのですか？
誰って、いや、ついさっきまで一緒にいただろ。つまんねえ冗談はやめろよ。
Is this, some fucking Final Fantasy Type 0 shit? When someone dies, that person's memory just gets wiped from everyone so they don't waste their lives mourning. Like, the gods do that so that, like, you may have some memory that this person existed. Like, in Type 0, it was like, so they'll have, like, graveyards, like, they'll have the name, and so you'll go there and be like, I know this person was my brother. Because we have the same last name, and that's what apparently, that's all I remember. I know they're my brother, but I remember nothing about them. As soon as someone dies, like, the gods wipe people's memories of them, so that they're not burdened by their grief. Is that what's fucking happening? Was his memory of her just erased?
申し訳ありません。ですが、本当にその方のことが記憶にないのです。
Yeah, I don't know if I want... Well, then again, one of those implants might be good for some things, but I can just be like, I don't feel like remembering that.
だってあなたはアウトスカーツのまとめ役としてナミーカさんを気にかけてたじゃない。
だとすれば、その方の記憶は雲の上に
It's always in the
預けられ
cloud.
たのかもしれませんね。こういった現象のことを私たちはそう表現することにしているのです。それでは私は仕事がありますのでこれで。
There's a difference between being forgotten without reason and being forgotten when they literally just died. So they take a very literal, I think. I think what I'm getting here is they take a very literal meaning, oh, you will live forever because you won't be forgotten. Not by the people you knew, but your memory will always be in the cloud, so therefore you'll never be forgotten. By the cloud. By, like, the collective consciousness. That's my theory. Working theory. What's going on? How could Peppo-Ann suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetherite. Thought we were gonna go to the tower, or we're gonna see. We're also gonna find Aaronville's mom. When are they gonna get to the fireworks factory? Ooh, someone knows Triple Triad here? Where? Where are you? I see you on the minimap. I'm trying to find you. Where the fuck are you? There you are, motherfucker. Playing Triple Triad reminds me of old friends in Tuliolal. How about a game? Swap and... Oh, fucking I hate swap. Fine. Could be worse. That's fine. I'll take that all day. You know what? Take that. Take it. Good. Damn it. Actually, no. That's fine. Yep. Yep. Boom. I didn't get the... Beat me. Still, your style is a lot like my friends. What if he's enjoying life while I've been stuck in here? It's been, like, a couple days, dude. Didn't get his card. That's okay. I'll be back to feast upon him. I do recall caring for someone until... I do recall caring for someone until recently, and you say it was a woman named Namika? Well, I can't say for certain it was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. Are we gonna get into generative AI as well? And non-fungible tokens? The souls cannot be funged. All the souls they take from the dead people are all becoming NFTs. What's that? Do I know a Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked the outskirts for a good while now. If you spent time here, I would remember. An old woman named Mika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. Sorry, I couldn't be of help. If this is, like, it's even somewhat inspired by, like, Type 0. I actually really like Type 0. It was probably, like, the best thing to come out of the 13... the whole World of 13 series of games they were making. Well, then again, 15 was also pretty darn good. And 15 technically was going to be, versus 13. And then they were like, you know what, let's separate ourselves from 13 and make it its own numbered game. Change the world a little bit. And it worked. I mean, it's a pretty darn good game. Great characters. So it's the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. As if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of aether corresponding to the Act 2, and I sensed none in that moment. I also noticed when I redid the Vanguard, the final boss, when he does the res, partway through the fight, I think it's Graha, specifically says, this is no, like, resurrection magic, or no, like, restoration magic. So it's not magic. It's definitely straight-up technology of some kind. That... But, like, everything being aether, I don't know how it's not magic in that case. How it wouldn't be felt as magic. So I don't know. We'll see. Neither did I, but I did notice something. Right before Pepouan seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. No. Could there be a connection? Someone else said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continued making some inquiries, I suspect we could only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily resolve the issue about a mystery about Namika, perhaps we could also... could search for Kahuya instead. Sveen said to try the Thunder Yards. Should be in that direction. And all will be made clear. But then again, the people in town didn't forget her either, or didn't remember her either. So she must also be in the cloud? Bro, but... Impossible. So are we gonna, like, find... I don't know. I'm curious. Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks... No, it does not look dangerous. You better destroy it. It does not look dangerous at all. That looks like a little, like... It looks like a round Roomba. With a little... And it looks like it 404'd. Or blue screened, rather. Oh no, it's using Crowd Strike, or whatever the fuck the thing was. Should we give chase? Look, you fought Villagarmonda. Why did you think that thing looked dangerous? I think it understood our words. Might be worth asking it some questions. Aaronville, you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Did that thing have his mom's voice? Is that what it is gonna be? Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. Is that the Thunder Yards up there? Oh no, I'm way closer. Well, or at the very least closer than... close to the objective. He's got sinister all of a sudden. Oh god, is this gonna be a stealth mission? Let's go into the old coal mine. You found it? To the northeast? It must be bound for the mines. Could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. Oh, you think everything's a trap. It only usually is, to be fair. Yeah, she got Rathalos this time. Mic a little bit. I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone. But we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap, but I'm ready to fight everyone. Or fight, everyone. Again, I don't think the little, like, Robo-Pal looks that dangerous. Oh, trash receptacle. Good. At least they're thinking about the environment. I can hear them, several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard. How can you think this thing looks dangerous? It's got, like, little Mickey Mouse hands. It's like a balloon. Okay, I'll say you were right, technically. That line delivery is really good. Huh? Like, perfect.
誰だって？
いやー、まさかこんなところにいるはずないと思ってさ、明るいところで顔が見えるように誘導してきたんだけど、やっぱり見間違えるはずないわ。
エレネシパって？
Oh, it's bigger than I thought it was.
会えて嬉しいよ。もう二度と会えないかと思ったもん。ねえ、どうやってこんなとこまで来たの？ 何よその間抜けな顔。奇跡の再会なんだからもっと喜んでよ。
そのイラつく話ぶり、もしかしなくてもおふくろか？
おい、よく見ろ。いつから機械がお前の母親になったんだ？あら、ひょっとしてあんたグルージャジャだとこの娘さんじゃない？うわー、懐かしい。時々エレネシパを遊びに行かせたっけ？ねえ、私のことを覚えてる？全く見覚えはねえが、親父のことを知ってるのか？
Well, my mom's a
こ
robot.
いつはどうやら俺のおふくろ、カフキワらしい。
Erinville's had a rough day.
ごめん、どういうこと？
まあまあ、立ち話もなんだから、奥の部屋で話そうか。
ったく説明しておいてくれよな。
ドームを突破してからずっとわけのわからねえことばっかりだぜ。
Oh, you ain't seen nothing. There was a giant fat guy who turned into fucking Sanguinius. Shit gonna keep getting weird. And you ain't seen any of the Hildebrand shit. Oh, just you wait, look. When he shows up, ooh. Reality will just warp around this entire continent. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what's happened, well, we'll need to ask her. Let's see what she has to say. I think that kind of would be my reaction if I visited my mother in Florida and she greeted me as a floating robot face. I think my first thought would just be, huh. Well, it's definitely you. But, this is different. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students have Valdesian. It's been a while since I heard that name. Wait, did she... Oh, right, because he... Yeah. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use it for our operations. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zoral Jah's ambitions for conquest. Oh, that's why she didn't want to tell us about her. Because she was like, yes, your mother, that resistance leader, is over there. So my guess is they're working together, but she's like, yeah, I can't, plausible deniability and all that. As the leader, it is prudent that I remain where I can be easily found. I see, whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are. Though, truth be told, Oblivion was founded by for an altogether different purpose. And that is? As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. So this was something that was actually intended? Then does that mean that you know who or what was responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission started to become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoral Jah. Fucking love this robot thing. I want one. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. Yeah, we know. Kinda ran into him. None of you wears those strange devices on your heads. Is that something to do with your work? Yeah, what are these things? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electric technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. At first, as the name suggests, it is the regulation of the wearer's reserve souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. And as king, I'm sure Zoral Jah's fucking horde of souls is fucking monumental. Is that going to be like the whole mechanic to fighting him? Like, can we find a way to cut him off from the souls? Or are we just going to drain them all? Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spares? And what happens when they're expended? Do they go back to the ethereal sea, or are they used up like fuel? That's kind of an important question in the context of how the world works here. They do. Souls are packaged in cells. They can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as accidents. They do nothing to those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation, to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls as a common resource and a payment for services rendered? The Voidsent practice of consuming others for their aether comes to mind, and similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. Wanna go ask Zero what's up? We could always, hey, I can go to the 13th and I can go ask her, like, hey, what do you know about this shit? Hey, Zeromus. Zeromus might be my favorite fucking fight in this game so far. That fight is so fucking fun. Like, brilliantly put together. Nothing to do with the fact that I also really like 4, but, you know. That's a possibility. And yeah, it could dilute your own sense of self because you're struggling with the soul of the other person. Not that they can necessarily take over, but it could cloud yourself. That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Okay, yep. They can shut down the other person's memory. Memory management? Then the reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence... The regulators are constantly recording the memories of the wearer, so if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of a restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of... Oh! So if you start to lose it, it's like, nope, reset. It's like a memory save state. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being that regulators forcibly extract memories related to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It is a kindness bestowed upon people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain. This is fucking Final Fantasy Type 0. This is fucking Type 0. And yeah, that's the way it's, like, portrayed. It's, oh, it's kindness, so you don't have to go through it. But really, it's to keep everyone at maximum productivity. Because if you're thinking about loved ones, you're not going to be as productive. You know what? If you're going to take anything from... If you're going to take anything from any of the tangentially related 13 things, or 13 itself, the Type 0 wiping the memory of the dead from people's memories is actually the most interesting, I think, in any of those games. That's why I say, like, 13, it had a lot of issues, but I liked some of the characters a lot. And I actually liked a lot of the core systems a lot once you get to know them. 13-2, I also really liked a lot, except that they had to leave it with a cliffhanger. They could have done that so much better by just completing the story. But you gotta have a trilogy. But I liked the gameplay. And the time travel mechanics were actually very interesting. It was fun. It wasn't bad. But Type 0, I think, is my favorite of that whole block of games they made. It was actually pretty darn good. But this is all... That's definitely straight from Type 0. So this is meant... So this is what was meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators, and an integral step in soul cell production. But what happens to the soul when it's used? You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. That's what that's what the machines were doing when they were killing people in Tulialal. They were sucking the souls out. To probably store for Zeralja, probably. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. Yes, consume. Consume Prilosec. He's so happy. He loves it. I love having these souls. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered, let's put more quotes on that, forever, by the computer and not by people. So it's like taking the giant's, well, the general idea of you will never be gone and as long as you're remembered, to too literal a sense. Well, as long as it's stored, it's fine. And this is why people are happy here. On the surface, it's similar to the Yakoi philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. That's why everyone's content with their lives because they don't have to realize that shit happens. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. It all comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Oh, yeah. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so that the nation could endure. What was this calamity? Because that would tell us immediately which one of the reflections this is. Because we know which elements were involved with each one. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that the Tirali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. People have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Well, that's at least something. Sveen didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Oh, so you've already met. That was a voice crack. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zoral Ja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given her people the choice. Live with the risk of true death, or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Everything has a time, everything dies. Quite right, but however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. You, put this on. You, shoot him in the head. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? A guy whose job is to get shot in the chest every day to test bullets. Come with me and you'll find out. He's a living crash test dummy. Regulators make his job way easier. Oh, I like this. This is funky. I like this song. Wanna meet that dad. What's that dad like? Can't stop thinking about your dad. This song is freaking cool. It's got a little bit of the Garlemald theme to it. What the fuck is the name of the song? Not In Love You Shall Find. What the fuck is it called? It's the theme in the zone. Because Tertium is In Love You Shall Find. Which is also one of the best fucking songs in the entire... That whole quest line. The Tertium quest line with the weapons and Gaius. And the follow-up during Tataru's Grand Endeavor. That is one where, like, you don't cry during that storyline. And especially the follow-up, you don't got a soul. Like, that one's painful. They're really good at just punching you right in the feels organ in this game, I gotta say. And that's definitely one of the big ones. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of those hunters. Are we gonna meet Amarant at some point? The worst character in 9? Me and my Ahriman are gonna head over here. Whee! Oh, there he is. You have a defective machine over there. It was hostile, just so you know. Don't know if you needed to know that. Don't know if you care. what happens if your, like, head gets cut off? Because that's not a natural death. Like, it's not death of old age, but, like, does your head just reattach? Do you grow a new body? You know? What if, like, someone plants a bomb in your chest and you explode? How does the regulator take you back, like, bring you back then? Kakua, what are you doing here with so many friends? You don't have friends. Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen Sphinx's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I've been hit by worse. I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Dangers aside, there isn't really much to see. Aqua said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard the place? It would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. They're weak to lightning, you say? Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital for upkeeping Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. You just have to, you know, deal with the horrible pain of death a couple times a day. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. Oh, because you can pop the soul to get a buff based on the soul it is. I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Ah, of course. In which case, it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying some critters nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. So souls can bring you back. So, it's like, you get souls, right? And you can either use them, stock them, as a res, or you can use them as an active buff. But using one as an active buff means you're not going to have it as a res later, and so on. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. See a fate over here, hold on. Is there a fate over here? Why is it pointing way up? That's over here. Oh, it's because I'm too... No, I'm not too high a level. Yeah, this might be a problem. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do that. If I had like a tank at a high enough level, it'd be fine. Vogue, over here, buddy. Whatever. Fine. He'll be fine. Well, he's about to die, but you know. He can have fun over there. That's fine. Oh, pow. There we go. I love how, like, helplessly you're just, like, dangling from this fucking claw. Like holding a cat by the scruff. There we go. Is that a Catablipas? It's kind of similar to a lot of designs they usually have in fantasy. This one will do nicely. Oh, she's a monk. I think. We'll help you. That's definitely a claw. It's fine, really. I face worse. Just watch. I don't like the looks of this. Let us help. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'd have survived that. 12 preserved. She needs healing. No, she doesn't. We've been over this. They res. We've seen this like 3 times. And that was embarrassing. Bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. KO Kent. Just like Zeralja. And that boss we just fought in that dungeon, like, literally, like, 20 minutes ago in this game's time. Come on, let's get out of here. That's also a function of the regulator? It would appear so. I think I understand now how Zeralja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw there at the end. As soon as the regulator turned red, it's as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me, you empowered yourself with the soul of a beast? I'm reminded of the Serpentine soldier we encountered at the Vanguard who did the same. Ah, so you've crossed paths with one of the King's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if we'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls, those of people and those of beasts. Okay, so you're not eating a person's soul to power yourself up. You're basically taking a beast soul. So you got buffs and you got lives, basically. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what are the souls of beasts? They work in much the same function, imbuing you with strength of a chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Strika. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws. Too many, and you'll become more beast than man. Changing one's forms through souls, eating for the souls of other beings, becomes more and more reminiscent of the Void Scent. Yet, unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea, different means to achieve the same ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. And the civilizations and the reflections are surprising indeed. This is true. We are dealing with a planet that developed completely differently. I mean, this world, who knows what the fuck their beliefs were. They might not have ever even known there was an ethereal sea. While we all have our thoughts on souls, for now the important thing is we know what powers Zoralja has at his disposal. Finally, important information on how we might be able to beat him. That farm shit, that was nothing. It is one thing to separate corporeal aether from incorporeal aether, but to strip memories from a soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Tulialal's concern. With this newfound power, Zoralja has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped no matter the cost. Even if we have to destroy the whole world. No, Wook, no. That's... You'd be doing the same thing. Wait, were you not listening? I trust you've gained insight into the use of the souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need time to digest it all. Now let's head back to Earth and Sky. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. I want to collapse the tunnel in on all these people. Trust me, I have a plan. This is bothering me. I don't know when that W got there, but I want it out. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I needed to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tulialal and Alexandria. And while Zoralja knows everything about us, we hardly know anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within that enormous tower, Everkeep. So that's probably where we go next. So, here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kakuya and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, but we shouldn't be too quick to trust. But the fact remains they share our desire to stop Zeralja. Sveen, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? They're cooler. Simple, really. Their leader is Erenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sveen may feel, she is a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point, and knowing Zeralja, we must assume his arrangement with Sveen was not made without some consideration. All I know is it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. Oh, you think everything's a ploy. It's only been that way the last, several times. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliolal. As you say, we have no proof that it's really But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that, and I need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zeralja for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Erenville. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? Everyone say they trust him. Make him feel really uncomfortable. Yeah, if it's a trap, we'll deal with it. Do you know how many times I've been trapped? Do you know how many times I've been drugged or knocked out and then woken up somewhere else? One time in a completely different person's body? Yeah, we'll figure it out. We get out of it. That's always the way with you. Fine. If you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Part of me hopes it is a trap, because then I get to kill things. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. When are we gonna get to Solution 9? I bet there's an Aether Current in here somewhere. It's the weird, weird glitchy audio aesthetic to some of the music, like here and in some of the zones in Garlemald that I really like. It's creepy, but also I don't know, it's really funky. There's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zeralja. The fucking surprised face on that fucking robot. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? I mean, they're not blood relatives. My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zeralja. In this light, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. Ooh. I realize this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me, I beg you. I mean, they've been fighting him for 30 years. most of these people aren't even 30. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. But you hadn't proposed working together, I would have... Yeah, if you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. That's why you do like I said. You do like Sanfikeri said. Pick a top tier. You got a top tier in your team now. You got the Warrior Light. You got the Scions. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you. My fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Erenville is a little fussy, let's all be fair. He's a little fussy. And it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Jolly cooperation. Thank you, Kakuya. Everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zeralja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion. The king resides in the uppermost level, but while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. Except when he's out on his murder walks. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zeralja will eventually march on Tulial again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents we put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command an army in person. Nah, he wouldn't do that. He's got too much pride. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? You grew up with him. My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tulial. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Koana, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of that pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of your presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm, but if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him, show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Koana instead. He'll attack Tulial again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tulial requires that Zeralja lead his forces through the vanguard. We'll have lookouts keep an eye on it night and day. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. We literally could just put our fingers in our ear and go, hey, yo, here's a plan. Indeed, they'll need time to repair their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Stola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of the developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zeralja to move, you do best to prepare for battle, and it begins familiarizing yourself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh? I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside that tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding in a tree in the forest, as it were. Or hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. We already took care of it. Oh, about that. Sphene said she'd make it so we can enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have authority to... She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when you're working together. So I'm not just a blue-haired man. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geode, leader of this hideout. And the dependent young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayakwe. One of these names is not like the others. I'm Nostalgia, it's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, huh? That explains the resemblance. Wayakwe is a Tanawautan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right, our mother is Tuliulan, and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you, although I have no memories of my mother. I think I like to carry a part of her with me. So, what made you decide to join Oblivion? Oh, you know, the tyrannical dictator who rules over this place with an iron fist. We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to hope he'd be released. Then, when months went by with no word about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard. Even here, he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion, hoping to get justice for our father. We joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Do you have any idea what we've been through in the last 48 hours of these people's lives? No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together, we will avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. It could be the God Slayer in your party. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And, while mine is a Tanawatan name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food is delicious, and everyone is so nice. You'll love it. Just don't go to Mamuk. You know what? Just forget. In fact, there is no place. Forget it. It doesn't even exist. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts, all. Ah, and there should be one last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kaikuya. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can. Eh? Well, we'll let you go. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Are we doing a meanwhile? Meanwhile, in Everkeep. Fucking saw that coming. Feel it. Oh, they have server banks.
何を企んでいるのか知らんが、国が危機に瀕していた時、お前には民を守る力がなかった。その無力さゆえに俺にすがるほかなかったんだ。奴らに情が移ったとて同じこと。結局は俺の力が必要になる。違うか？
そうだけど、あの子民は家族だって言ってた。それだけ純粋に民のことが好きなんだよ。だからあの子には私と同じ思いをしてほしくない。それにラマチ、ウクラマトの仲間たちは私たちにない知識も持っているみたいだった。彼らとなら別の道を見つけられるかもしれない。虫がいいのは分かってるけど、今からでもトライオラと和平を結べないかな。私たちがしたことは許されることじゃないよ。だからって家族同士で殺し合わなくても。
ただ一人の肉親すら切って捨てた俺に家族を解くとはな。父上を思い起こすにつか失望がよぎるばかりだ。ああもたやすく死ぬとは追いさらばえ。
To be fair, he did technically beat you. Age didn't come from you. He beat you. You were dead, and then you used your little res trick. So it did take 2 lives. That's, you know, that's still a pretty worthy fight. If you do have to waste a resurrection, that's, and also you had to pop a fucking beast soul. So it was pretty. He wasn't no slouch.
あんなものを叩き切っただけでも俺の長年追い求めてきた奇跡の証明にはならん。もはや俺の目的を果たす方法はあいつらを殺す
He keeps talking about proving the miracle. Wasn't the miracle just that he was born? Like, it's been proven. You're here. You're walking around. You're talking.
幻影とはいえ前世紀の父上を相手にし
Oh, well, there was that.
現連
Well, they did have more
をウクラ
than
マト
just...
とこう
They had us too, kind of.
また家族を殺すの。血がつながってなくてもウクラマトは妹なんでしょ。
俺は俺の目的のために行動する。黄金鏡からお前が語りかけてきた時そう言ったはずだ。忘れるな。お前の大切な家族とやらを殺すのはたやすい。連中の命を守りたくば甘い考えは捨てるがいい。俺はお前が持つ知識や能力は認めている。よく考えて行動しろ。理由よ。ウクラマト、お前が父上を継ぐにふさわしい武王ならば俺の元までたどり着いてみせよ。もし見込み違いだったならその時はトライオラを滅ぼす。
Did you say Ouroboros?
どうしたら
Right, Kakuya is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Gonna get to Solution 9. Gonna have a real good time. That's all I could think of. It's not even the right rhyme. I'm not a rhyming genius. I can't rhyme orange with door hinge. Why am I going in this direction? This is the wrong way. This is the way. Got it. That's this way. I'm going entirely the wrong way. There's tower. Damn it. Check the map. Oh, we're good. No, we're in the right. We got this. That thing up there, like right here. This looks like this is like the eye of like a dragon, and he's like got his mouth open. Like this is his mouth, bottom part of his mouth, his top mouth. He's like, "Hi!" Super excited. Ah, there you are. If Queen Sphene has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zeralja's minions to deal with. Yeah, nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. Oh, skip. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen Sphene. Oh, what a relief. There you have it. Seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. We're gonna get to the fireworks factory. Finally. New zone. I think there's only one zone left. Because this is zone 4, right? So this will be zone 5. Unless this is just a city. We'll know if it gets narration. Because if this is Zone 5, I mean, Zone 6 is always a mystery. That's the Zone 6, the final zone of each expansion is always the one where they don't show it off anywhere. Yep, there we are.
エレクトロープの巨頭エバーキープ全12層からなるその塔の第9階層に作られた街は
It's a little Tron. It's like Blade Runner meets Tron a little bit. And yeah, like CLX gaming PC towers.
何を願い何を思ってその名を掲げたのだろうか
It's pretty fucking cool.
大小さまざまな町や工業区なんかがあるんだけど、ここソリューションなら巨頭エバーキープ最大の町さ。
すごすぎるぜ。目が回っちまう。
最初はそうなるよね。あれもこれも全部がエレクトロープで作られ、トライオラとは比べ物にならない技術が詰め込まれてる。基本的には便利で住みやすいところさ。そうだ、バックルームの連中には私から事情を説明しておくから。
Yeah, I would like very much to explore. Thank you.
ここがどんなところかは口で説明するよりも実際に歩いた方が早いと思うからさ。スフェーンとゾラージャが作った国のこともっと知っておきたいだろ。
Yeah, you want to 100%. You had me explore.
さすがは冒険者だな。うずうずして仕方ないって顔してるぜ。
ところで、守衛には止められなかったが、よそ者の俺たちが勝手に歩き回って大丈夫なのか？
Why not?
スフェーンの客人として登録されてるんだったらいきなり機械兵にとっ捕まるようなことはないはずさ。
We're exempt from their scrutiny, you say? Sounds to me like we should be doing a little looting.
最上層に通じる昇降機にはむやみに近づくべきじゃないが、あとは常識的な行動さえとっていれば大丈夫だろうよ。
それじゃあお言葉に甘えてしばらくは自由探索にしましょうか。
ああ、戦いに備える意味でもここの技術を知っておく必要があるからな。
二人ともはしゃぎすぎて変な注目を浴びないようにね。
ある程度見て回ったら東の塔にあるトゥルービューの入り口、ちょっとした広場になっているところに来てくれるかい？
Eastern
私たち
sector.
の
Got
仲間
it.
の誰かに迎えに行かせるからさ。あの辺りは
わかったわ。それじゃあみんなまた後で会いましょう。私も町の人とお話ししてくるわね。
Oh yeah, good thought.
知ってる人がいるかもしれないし。
Maybe that was like why they dropped her off. Maybe that actually is why they dropped her off in the source, because they were dealing with the calamity.
なんなんだよここ。
They dropped her off to try to get their daughter out of the calamity. Looked very earthy. It looked like there was a lot of wind. Like, it looked like there was wind, but it looked like there was a lot of dirt, like, flying around and dust. Was there an earth calamity already? I'm pretty sure there was. I think all the major elements have had a calamity already. Oh yeah, good question.
立場上まだ言えないね。心配しなくても安全な場所にいるよ。そんなことよりこの冒険者のこと、随分と信頼しているみたいじゃないか。
Yeah, he kind of saved the world a couple times, saved the entire universe once.
何があったのか詳しく聞かせてよ。 本当に？ちょっとエレネシパー、なんでそんな大事なことを早く言わないの？
Wait, so she's not aware that that's linked to this? Hmm.
なあ、私と一緒に行動し
Oh no.
言っとくが、ビビってるわけじゃねえぞ。
Is she going to accompany me while I explore? Oh, thank God. Okay. I don't have to do that right away. No, that's not what I want. Oh, never mind. We already at 5. So that is... Okay. Shalawani is... Yeah, it's a wholly separate zone. Okay. So yeah, so we don't know what the last zone's gonna be. That's something they always do, is... They'll, like, in pre-release stuff and, like... Stuff hyping up the game and all the... They'll show off every zone except the last one. It's always the one zone that they're... It's like, Endwalker, we knew we were going to the moon. But we didn't know about fucking not Ultima Thule. Like, we had no fucking clue we were gonna be going to, like, the edge of the universe. But yeah, so, like, and Amarat for Shadowbringers and stuff like that. Like, they always keep that one completely secret. Okay, yes, I would like to see map. Just get a little lay of the land here. The only thing about having a place like this, I mean, granted, this is like a piece ripped from another world, but it's kind of hard to put the genie back in the bottle when you're dealing with, like, you know, fantasy medieval place, and all of a sudden you give people... So it would have to be a thing where this is no longer... Like, this isn't something that regular people in the world can access. So it's something like only the Scions and the Warrior of Light are really ever going to be, you know, ever seen. Although you have to have a reason why all these characters, like, I don't know. Because, like, how do you go... It's like the reason why... Is this, no, it's 98, okay. It's the whole Prime Directive. You don't, you don't interact with less advanced cultures because you could completely bypass their natural progression as a culture and a civilization. There we go. 100%. Oh my god, yes. How do I get these? I need that. Okay, so this is probably gonna be... No, it wouldn't be trial or, like, extreme stuff yet, I wouldn't think. Okay, only 7 million for my, this has gotta be... Yeah, the Tron bike. Yeah, only 7 million. Nothing. Fuck that price. I mean, I want one, obviously. Oh, right, I'm gonna have to get... Oh, right, Aetherite shards. Right. Nexus Arcade. Okay, fairly simply laid out. Little circle here, one avenue there, one area up here. Neostein? Could that be a reference to Steiner? Probably not, but yeah. Ooh. Funky. Is that coffee or is that the bubble tea from that crossover promotion? I actually found there is one of those, can't remember what they're called. Changcha, the bubble tea place. There is one actually not like too far. The question is whether I want to buy 3 bubble teas just to get a mount. I mean, it is a Porksy mount, and it is adorable, and I love pigs, and I love Porksies. So do I want the Piggle mount that bad? I can always just get the regular Piggle mount from the Pixies. Which I still need to... I do need to do their quest line. Not quest line, but, you know, their dailies more. Just so I can at least get it eventually. I don't know. Did I? No, I got the one, right? I was kind of distracted by things. I just want to make sure I got the Aetherite. I might actually call it soon. This is going to be a lot of shit going on here. I don't think I got it. And I might just want to explore. I might, you know, again, work on getting more weapons from that last dungeon. Aha! And then I can also, do a little exploring, you know? You know. We'll take a couple, you know, a little look over here. There's one over this way. There's 3 over there. You got any adult magazines under the counter there? Cello's here. What's there it is. I didn't remark, but like the fucking Aetherite looks freaking cool. Very freaking awesome. I'm assuming this is a way to get over to the east side. To the east side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky. So... yeah, the stairs definitely seem to be larger on the inside than it is on the outside. Which means it could be extra-dimensional space. Not necessarily TARDIS-like, but it could be that this centralized location is actually still fully connected to the other reflection in some way. Woo! Oh, it's gonna be above me. Yeah, it's somewhere up there. Oh, it's a Cybertruck. Watch out, it's about to explode. You doing okay there? Yep. Oh. Where am I going? Remember what I talked about? Fucking PC tower, gaming PC tower punk? Like, that just looks like a fucking graphics card. It's got the fans and everything. It's fucking awesome looking is what it is. Like, design-wise, this is fucking crazy. I love it. Should be an aetherite right about here, or is it up there? Oh, it should be here. Oh, there it is. Some dumpsters.
Trash!
That is all. I don't know why it only played like partway through the clip. It's weird. Oh, there's definitely a cutscene that happens somewhere around here. Oh, am I gonna get sweet gains? It's like a gym, bro. Can I get sweet gains? I don't know why, but I love that graffiti. It's like that, Tom Goes to the Mayor with the "Rats Off to You" shirt. Kinda looks similar, actually. What is this place? There it is. Is this like a Funko Pop store? Excuse me. Proprietors, do you sell Wappy Dogs? I'm looking for a Wappy Dog. Oh, a gambling den, you say? Okay, now I want this. I want this. I want a little, like, cool neon cactuar light. Who's you? There we go. What do you mean from this location? caters to lost souls seeking their true path. As a matter of fact, the service is... Oh, it's a fortune teller. Gotcha. More trash. And yes, I do have endless trash still queued up. That's never coming off of my fucking... I've got a couple on there. I'll be ready to spring out at a moment's notice. That one is just usually applicable to a lot of things. I think the only one left is the one way down here, because I got this one. Yeah. So there should be one way, way, way down, and then there's only the one way, way up. And then we'll have the whole place mapped out. We're not... Or like, we're not bothered? We're not... Okay, this one's tough, because it's like not just the weird like the weird lettering. It's definitely we're not. Oh, well. But it's like in a different, it's like a weirder font, so it's even harder to read. Then I says to him, I says... So, you know, I tells him, I got one of them things. You know, one of them, one of those, what do you call them? You know, they're like the little pointy thing, golf tee, yeah. So I stick that in my belly button around trying to clean it out, and then I take a, what do you call it? What do you call it? It's like a kind of long, ball peen hammer, yeah. So I started hammering it in there. My belly button starts to unravel on me. I hate when that happens. Which I can warp there. To... What am I missing? Got that one. Got that one. Got that one. Got that one. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, because I'm at one of them. Okay. Thank you for accessing the forecast terminal, acquiring meteorological data. Oh, okay. In Limsa Lomit, how do you know this? It is currently clear. Prediction models forecast fog, followed by clouds. According to extended projections, the area will be foggy this time tomorrow. How do you even know what Limsa is? I don't even know what Limsa is. I still can't navigate that fucking place. Oh look, an elevator. I was specifically told not to go. But, you know, she ain't my supervisor. You're not my supervisor! That's the weirdest way to say that. Like Max von Sydow. I'm just here, I'm kind of it. Alright. Scanning port 9. Oh, the, like the exterior area. Yeah. Alright, so now we have seen all of Solution 9. I'm gonna call it here, and we can continue this tomorrow. I got 2 videos out of this. What are you gonna do? So this place is fucking cool, so let's figure out what the fuck's going on here. That is a really cool aetheryte. Yeah. So yeah, I will be back tomorrow with more of this. Fucking nuts, I'll tell you. But... Is that old Kefka? That is old Kefka. Old Kefka. Anyway. I will see you then, and thank you all for being here. Hope you had a great time, and I will see you next time. Later.